Hi, welcome to We Try. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Amy.
So we're going to be reviewing Flying Fish. It's a restaurant at Disney on the Boardwalk that just recently reopened. When we were going to Disney, we were pretty disappointed to learn that Flying Fish was temporarily closed. But then as it got closer, we found out that it reopened and we got a reservation.
So we've actually been to Flying Fish a few times, and this is our first time since the renovation. It is beautiful. So we had a great table. We were right next to the window, so you were able to see outside into the boardwalk area. It had a booth on one end and the other two were chairs. Overall, thought it was a great atmosphere. There are bubble lights that hang from the ceiling, so super in theme with the fish theme. Overall, really romantic, very fancy, but also kid-friendly.
Yeah, I've always loved Flying Fish. I mean, spoilers, it's one of our favorite restaurants. So I guess we just got to put that out there. Our first time was when we first started dating. Loved it from the start. It's always been a really cool atmosphere, but the renovation has been so on point to kind of modernize it.
I think too, one thing to mention is the bar area. So you have the kitchen area and then the bar area. The bar area has glass wine bottles hanging from the ceiling. So the entire ceiling is wine bottles. It's so cool. From a decor standpoint, I've never seen anything like that.
We got a couple different appetizers. The first one was the pork belly. And I gotta say, whenever pork belly's on the menu, I feel like we gotta try it.
I thought it was really good. They had a little apple, sort of slaw on the side of it too, which to me was wow, pork belly and apple, that goes super well together.
All right, next we have the grilled romaine. I guess you call this your salad.
Yes.
Talk about the grilled romaine.
Okay, so I love grilled romaine. Anywhere that there is grilled romaine on the menu, I will order it. Fish's grilled romaine was fabulous. It was great. It was charred. It had the flavor that you were looking for. It was more of a lighter grilled romaine, and I thought it was awesome.
I would 100% agree. The grilled romaine was awesome. We shared it amongst 3 people.
Yeah.
It gave you a great taste for 3 people.
Yeah.
Next, one of our favorite parts of any meal, we got to talk about the wine.
Cheers.
Cheers. Listen, if you've seen We Try any of our videos, you know that we like our alcohol, and any meal that we go to out is absolutely no different.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting 3 types of wine, which is really cool. So first we got to tell you about our waiter. His name was Pedro.
Ooh, Pedro.
He was
awesome.
Absolutely. We started with martinis, so that was really cool. And then we got a bottle of wine too, and we also got a few glasses of wine. And then Pedro brought us out a glass of wine to try. That was one of his favorites. Wine was fantastic. All the alcohol was fantastic. We did not have a bad drink there. It was, and of course, anytime that you're, indulgent in alcohol, it makes it a lot more fun. So we love martinis. I don't know what it is about martinis. Anytime we order martinis, we are turning up for the night.
Yeah.
Probably what makes any martini that we ever have is the stuffed blue cheese olives.
Yes.
See our previous olive tasting video if you want to figure
here.
out how much we like olives.
Martini is not the same if it does not have blue cheese olives. If you are a martini buff, and you're probably no, it has to be normal olives. No, that's what we prefer. We prefer blue cheese olives, especially freshly stuffed blue cheese olives.
Homemade.
Anyways, we ordered the martinis at Flying Fish. They were amazing. They were homemade stuffed blue cheese olives. Fabulous. The flavor was great. We drank those like they were water. It was so good that they were
That's
not.
What they taste like.
They were very strong, but they tasted
Tastes like water.
You were able to drink it fast.
That's martinis.
The first bottle was a wait. Awesome. We got a whole bottle. They chilled it throughout our meal, and then we ordered a glass of red. That was fabulous. Pedro brought out the red sampler for us to share. It was like a half-size glass, and then him and I shared it, and it was amazing. It was just a really kind gesture.
All right, let's talk about the main part of the meal, the entrees. Okay.
So good. So the menu is fabulous, by the way. You literally cannot get anything wrong on there.
And it's small.
Yes.
So you only have a certain amount of choices, which actually I prefer. It takes all the guesswork out of everything. Hey, choose from these 6 entrees.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Went with the seafood pasta. It was amazing. There was lobster, there was mussels, there was clams, there was shrimp. Scallops, it was amazing. It was out of this world. And there was like these tiny little pearl pastas in a very light tomato sauce. Amazing, fabulous, would definitely order it again.
For me, I got, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, but I got the potato wrapped red snapper. And I've had that every single time that I've been to Flying Fish.
Literally every time.
Now, I think it says something, the fact that it's been on the menu.
Yep.
I've gone to Flying Fish 3 times in what, 11, 12 years?
Yeah.
That potato wrapped red snapper has been on the menu every single time that I've been in that restaurant. And it completely holds up. It is so good. I have to get the red snapper again. This is that good. In addition to my potato wrapped red snapper, I also got an add-on from the menu. I got the grilled octopus, and it was fantastic. It was a recommendation from Pedro, our waiter, and it totally held up. I like trying different things. I like trying new things, and the grilled octopus was really, really good. It was like a whole like leg of octopus on top of my red snapper, and it was fantastic. My mother-in-law, her mother ended up getting the steak.
Yep. And it was like encrusted like with all these herbs, and that was like what it was known for. And all 3 of us tried it. Holy cow. The best steak I probably ever have had. And I've had really good steak. Like when we go out, we like to go out. It was the best steak I've ever had. And we didn't even order it. Like we just had a little,
we got bites
of it, and it was the best thing. And my mom said the same thing. She was like, this is the best steak.
So Flying Fish, one of the coolest things is that they are a really family-oriented restaurant. So it's like the essence of a really fancy like night out, but also catering to kids.
Yeah. Disney, hello.
Exactly. Our son's appetizer was a soup. It was a chicken noodle soup, and he loved it. He absolutely killed it. He ate the entire thing.
His entree was noodles with marinara sauce. He loved it. It was easy to eat. The dessert that he got was like this campfire dessert, and it was like so good. It had like graham cracker crust, chocolate, marshmallows. We ordered 2 desserts to share between the 3 of us. There was a lot of dessert to share around the table. So we had for dessert, it was like this green sort of like custard. It was really good. But then the lava cake, like the lava molten cake was so good. You poured the chocolate on it, and it just like, oh, it was amazing. Like
as soon as Pedro came around and he was like, all right, it's time for dessert. We are such suckers. It's easy to get us to order dessert.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
We liked all 3 dessert options that we had.
Yeah. So overall, if you are looking for a night out when you're in Disney, book this restaurant. As a couple, as a family, if you are looking for a nice night out, go to Flying Fish. The whole atmosphere of Flying Fish is what does it for me. It's a great restaurant. The food is fabulous. The environment around there, I love Boardwalk. It's my favorite resort. And the food is out of this world.
All right, so my recommendation for Flying Fish. Flying Fish is definitely one of my favorite restaurants of all time.
Yep.
If you're able to go, I would definitely go. Now, I will say it's on the more expensive side.
Yeah.
You're going to drop some money when you're going to Flying Fish, but I don't think that should prevent you from doing it. Especially the fact that you've already gone to Disney, you've already committed to spending all that money. You those things that you remember, one of those meals, and it's just every single time that we are able to go back to Flying Fish, I think it's a really special experience. 5 out of 5 stars for Flying Fish. I love the food, I love the atmosphere, I love where it's at in Disney, and I just have I had a fantastic time going.
Yeah, literally my favorite restaurant, and I cannot wait to go back.
All right, so have you ever been to Flying Fish? Comment below, or any Disney restaurant that's one of your favorites. Please comment below. Like and subscribe to our channel. We post weekly.
Thanks so much for joining us.